I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago, and I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Check it out. It's another episode of DJ Elf 7. And this is going to be a rant video, so I'm just going to tell you guys straight up. I think you guys can tell by the title. Humanity Forward. I don't know what they were thinking. I woke up this morning. I check on Twitter. I'm kind of new to this Twitter thing, okay? But yeah, sign me up. Yeah, go ahead. I'm Squid Chronicle. Yeah, but so I've been on this Twitter thing. And, you know, all it's not, like maybe a couple months, yeah? Like, more active, yeah, since this whole COVID thing, before I was really messing around on Twitter. So I'm looking at this thing, and the Humanity Forward says they endorsed Grace Meng. What? 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 Okay, so anyways, let me talk about, okay, so. There might be some reasons for doing so, some less objectionable than others, okay? But, and we'll talk about that in a minute, yeah? But let me just paint the whole scenario right here, okay? So, the thing is that Humanity Forward, okay, is one organization that kind of grew after the whole, you know, Yang, you know, left the race, yeah? There was another one, yeah, that the Humanity Forward has like a Slack. And I encourage you guys to join. Honestly, I still think it's a cool organization. Well, we'll have to. There's some other possibilities here. Okay, not all good, but maybe, you know. I hope it's innocent. Let's take a look. Okay. Anyways, bam. Let's take a look. Okay. So, Grace Meng. The thing is that during the race, right? Okay, you know Andrew Yang, right? Yeah. Do you know? Okay, do you remember Grace Meng and Andrew Yang? When I put those names together, does that mean anything to you right now? No? Guess what? It doesn't for a lot of people. Okay, we're gonna dive deeper into this in a moment. But for right now, you can't think of anything, right? Yeah, I guess we're gonna look into that in a moment. Okay, don't you worry about that. Okay, so now the thing is that when Andrew Yang was running, right? Now let's suppose that it had been the first black person running for president, right? Like, you know, I think that black people would have more of you know, would back, you know, a historical, honestly, to God's truth, okay? I'm not proud to admit this. Okay, I did not think that, you know, honestly, that America was ready for an Asian American president. I did not think so. I'm not really proud to admit that. Maybe that's like maybe I didn't think Andrew Yang could be president. There's always a chance, right? But honestly, I didn't think America was ready. Right deep in my deepest of hearts, I didn't really think so, you know. But I was willing to give it a shot, and I hoped. That's all you could do, right? I really don't think they're ready. That's God's truth. So the thing is that, like, what a historic first, and Grace, right, had nothing to say about it, really. But we'll look into some of the things she did say, but we'll you know, also nothing comes to mind, right? So let's take a look at why that is. Remember, Andrew Yang is an outside candidate, right? So the thing is that you know, he's not really typical like Democratic Party thing. So she's loyal to the party, which is cool, okay? But you know, okay. So I get it. Okay, she's playing politics over here. Maybe she's going to be president one day. You know, she's playing the game. She's vice chair of the DNC already. Okay, she doesn't want to step on any toes. I think that if you're going to be given a position of responsibility, that's because you're the person who's a leader. That's because you're the person who's brave. And you don't really, you know, you let someone else tell you not to do this, or, which is super weak, or you just calculated and decided that this was just the wrong thing to do. You could have just said it's real. You didn't really put yourself out there, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you had to like say he was the best candidate, but you could have said, wow, this is historic first, and like push that, you know what I mean? Like helped at least a little bit in that angle. It's like you run mad hard and then, you know, you're like, yo, this is tough, and it'd be nice if someone had my back, you know, and no one's there, you know what I mean? I kind of got that feeling from Grace Meng during the Yang campaign, yeah? You know, I also got that feeling about Tulsi Gabbard as well. Remember that Tulsi Gabbard is also Asian Pacific Islander. And there was a lot of weird things that were going on with her campaign, yeah? We take a look at some of the weird things that were going on, such as, right? Such as, the media not reporting on Tulsi Yang. You know what I mean? Andrew had Tulsi's back. Grace Meng was not in the equation. Silent. Are you the type of person who's quiet when it matters? So look, it's not just all that, okay? Like, look, I get, okay, like I said before, like, I get it. You're playing these politic games, right? And you decide to throw them behind and say, look, they're not worth my support because, whatever reason you had, okay? Maybe, whatever, okay? Maybe Andrew Yang looked at you funny one day, but whatever, okay? I'm just kidding. There's obviously not true. So then, bam, what about UBI? UBI is amazingly popular. To even this day, Grace Meng does not support UBI, even though it's very popular. Are you trying to actually... Sometimes this happens. I swear to you. Okay, let me tell you something. Sometimes Asian American people, yeah, it can be tough being Asian American, and some Asian Americans avoid other Asians. You've heard, like, I'm not trying to say this is why. You hear you've seen it's freaking viral, right? Like the Asian chick says, I don't date Asian men, stuff like that. Is she trying to just that's that Asian dude over there, I can't mess with him? Is that what this is about? You know what I mean? It was real weird, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't help out a brother, what about a sister, Tulsi Gabbard? What about her? Can you help a sister out? Whoosh, nothing, okay. So, wow, I'm harping on that one, because that's really big for me, okay? Number 2, right, okay? It wouldn't really kill me that bad, though, honestly, if she was the only choice. Or if the other person was basically a clone, right? But just maybe like another colored version, or whatever, like that's Grace Meng is in that spot, whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe there's some guy who's corrupt and taking all this money, she's taking some weird money, but whatever, right? Okay, maybe there's a guy who's just I don't know, some out of control, I don't even want to say Republicans. I'm not even mad at all Republicans. I think some Republicans are cool. I think some Democrats are cool. I think some independents are cool. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people who's going to grab a label and say, those people are bad over there. That's just me, though. Okay, so anyways, so the thing is that, right, the UBI thing is amazingly popular, and, it's trying to distance whatever. So, look. Grace Meng, yeah? She has some power, I guess, yeah? But the guy who's running against her, Noon EST, is phenomenal. He's excellent, yeah? I'm not saying, that he's perfect. I'm not saying that I am, that I agree with absolutely everything he says. That would be inhuman, and that would be weird and wrong, yeah? I'm not saying Grace Meng is evil, right? I'm not saying that she's worthless, right? I'm just saying, look, she has done some good work, okay? She's done some things that are kind of cool if you look into her background. I'm not putting that down. Do not take that away from her. She's actually, right, not all bad, and people voted for her, or, I think she ran uncontested, but, she won her initial election, and, she may even, mean well, but maybe she was just scared, whatever, people get scared. Once again, right, if you're not, you are paid, right, what, $170,000 plus to be a, congressman, right? Is the work that you do worth... I'm not mad at people making more money than me at all. Aren't you being paid you're being paid well because you're supposed to be a leader. Your actions are worth... It's true. Okay, it's true. You have a much bigger platform than me. And I'm not mad at that, you know what I mean? But how are you going to use that platform? To get things done, or to play some kind of weird political game? I don't know what's going on here, you know what I mean? And where that political game does not include supporting another Asian American, because I see that clearly benefiting yourself, I don't get it, okay? We're going to get to humanity forward in a moment, okay? Because honestly, that's just me talking about Grace Meng. Mel Gagarin, right? Filipino American, right? Awesome. Has UBI on his platform. But he's really, and not just that, right? He's also more progressive, and he's not tied into any weird money. Honestly, here in New York City, okay, the financial, right? Remember, Grace Meng is not just a normal House of Representatives member. She's a vice chair of the DNC, the notoriously corrupt Yeah. The notoriously corrupt organization that unfortunately is, often, blamed with, manipulating the media in order to promote, one candidate over another. The Pete Buttigieg thing was an international embarrassment, okay? As not, the embarrassment was like his connections to the application that was used for voting. And, from 2016, we've seen the games that the DNC plays against Bernie Sanders. The general consensus of this nation is that the DNC, even Donna Brazile and Elizabeth Warren said they knew that the primary was rigged. It's rigged. Come on, Grace, what are you doing? What are you doing, Grace? Your predecessor was Tulsi Gabbard. What an example she set. You are not filling those shoes, Grace. You are not filling them at all. You are sad. I am so sad, Grace. I'm so sad. Let's move it along, okay? All right, so let's talk about Humanity Forward right now. So Humanity Forward, it's a little bit strange because UBI Caucus actually has, I think, endorsed, as has Brand New Congress has endorsed Mel Gagarin. Oh my God, that's amazing, yes? And I think they did it before, actually. But all of a sudden, right, Humanity Forward decided to, even though there's precedence among young, against Yang supporters to support, right, Mel Gagarin as the choice, Humanity Forward decides to go the other way. So there's a couple of reasons, okay? Number one, it just never crossed their minds. It just, they're so used to Asian Americans being silent when another one is being attacked, right? That they just, they just continue on as normal. And, that seems kind of dumb, honestly. So I'm going to go to another scenario that I think is much more probable, okay? It looks like Grace Meng may win, okay? And there's some big organizations that have endorsed her, like some union and some other, like, the nurses union, things like that, you know what I mean? She is very well entrenched in the machine here, the medical industry. Oh my God, big time money maker. SEIU, I see them all the time, up anywhere I go, right? And I'm not against them, but they're mad deep, and I know that they are strong in the capital of New York, and they are lobbying hard, okay? So she's got that machine in her belts, you know what I mean? And some other machines as well. But that's the way New York works. It's known for this kind of business, okay? Hey, whatever. Welcome to New York. So, yeah. There's other, like, weird dealings with, you look it up, okay? I don't want to spend this whole video talking about that. So now here's where we get to, like, the other sad possibility, right? So the thing is that Grace Meng, she's already projected to win, right? So either, right, you could say, right, if you want to be a tin hat where, like, I don't think this is true, by the way, could be someone got paid off, right? There's a lot of corporate money flowing around there, you know what I mean? The financial industry also backs Grace Meng. The financial industry that took the COVID money and put the corporations before the people. Grace Meng, I see Tulsi Gabbard asking for UBI. I see Tulsi Gabbard, like, asking for, relief for us during this crisis. You know what I mean? Grace Meng, where are you in this conversation? Nowhere, okay? I don't hear about Grace Meng. I mean, I'm sure you're doing some things. I hear you're helping out in the community, and thank God for that, okay? If you're doing that work, I don't want to put that down, you know what I mean? And I'm sure you've done some things, actually. I've heard that you've done some things, so I appreciate, but, in terms of, like, being bold, like, that's what I like about Tulsi. That's why I chose Tulsi, because Tulsi was, like, she wasn't afraid to say what she thought needed to be done. What do you think needs to be done now, Grace? Do you even know? Like, or are you playing games here? And Humanity Forward, what are you doing, right? What are you doing? Why are you making this choice? All right, so let's try to make this, justifiable from Humanity Forward's point of view, right? Let's take that whole idea of, maybe they're on the take, whatever. Let's just throw that out, because honestly, I don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? And I don't believe it, tell you the truth. I really don't. Not just because I don't want to. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, who knows in this dirty game? Who knows? It's politics, right? Why would you even allow that question to be placed? I mean, there better be a damn good reason. Okay, well, let's talk about some of those possible reasons right now. So maybe they thought that Grace Meng is the kind of person that would hold a grudge, and if they should support Mel Gagarin, that Grace Meng is going to take some kind of repudiatory action against them, or look at them in a negative light, or as enemies, or something like that. Is that the way Grace plays the game? Like, why would humanity, like, or maybe that's just how people understand things. I know there's people who work with Grace who are, I don't want to believe that, but maybe one of her followers, like, did something that she didn't know about. Maybe someone was paid off. Maybe they just, sent a whole bunch of people over, and she has some followers, and maybe some of those people, made an offer. I don't know, right? Maybe she'll win, and whatever, yeah. But the thing is that, right? Humanity Forward, right? First of all, that's not right. It's weird for you to say that about Grace Meng, that she's that type of person, that you think that she's that type of person, and then you're endorsing her because even though she's that type of person. And this gets to you, Humanity Forward. The thing is that, right, maybe you want to play this little political game, okay, where you believe that people will take repudiatory action. So maybe Humanity Forward will take repudiatory action against me for making this video. If so, so be it, yeah? I'm not here to, I'm just here to say what I believe. I'm not taking this personal. I'm not calling Humanity Forward. I know I said it was possible, corruption, possibility. I'm not saying they are corrupt. I don't believe it's true, honestly. Yeah? I think they really just mean well, but I think they just kind of saw I think that what it was is they think Grace Meng's the kind of person who's going to take repudiatory action. I think that's what it is, because there's some other organizations that are supporting Grace Meng, like some kind of union, SEIU, which is part of a huge machine here in New York. There's a lot of machine politics going on down here. Okay. So Humanity Forward, what does that say about you, though? You know what I mean? Now, are you worried about your own, right, political futures? Or are you more concerned about getting UBI in for the people? You get what I mean? And the thing is that if you win getting in UBI for the people, you get more, you gain more respect. You gain more political, power. You know what I mean? Or you gain, people take you seriously. Oh, these Yang people, they can actually make UBI happen. Why would you get in the way of that, Humanity Forward? Because maybe you thought you had something to gain. In that case, the leadership, I think, I would want an answer. So I hope that someone can say something about this. Maybe she just asked real nice, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I think it was a mistake, yeah. So, you guys can always change it. You guys can give an explanation. Let me know what you think, all right? Thanks again. God bless.
These videos are independently produced and funded, and your support is deeply appreciated. Liking the video and subscribing helps the channel, and ringing the bell icon will keep you notified as to when we upload new content. You can also check out our other social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you. We also have our event calendar, links in the description. On our Reddit, you can come in and get on the conversation and check out some of the memes. Like and share, it really helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Every week on Sunday, we have a live online meeting where you can join us in working to create and nurture the change that we need. I'd like to invite you to check out some of our other videos. Until next time, may all your actions bring you success. Stay focused, stay strong, and reinvest in yourself as well as your community. Together, our efforts can be greater than the sum of the parts. The power is in your hands.